the ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right.
Now a first carry for Dial Pumphrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down, and that is incomplete here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Hey. That's fine now. Wide left.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to sling it and got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
318. Jumbo. Hey, 88.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jones in on the stop. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lauletta on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
3rd and 2, Lauletta. And Ingram hauls it in. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Lauletta now to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Gets it to Strong. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Back north. Hey, check 26. Line left.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line right. Zone. Jumbo. Tally. Zone left. Tally.
On first down, Rodgers buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Damon Harrison in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now here's Lauletta. Looking for Shepard deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They run with Pumphrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. J.J. Wilcox in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now for the point after. too able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Lauletta. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 26. Kelly, don't left Kelly. 25, check 25, check 25. Back to north. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Here we go. 58.
Rodgers again now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. That'll be taken in the end zone. Twisting away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Again, it's Pumphrey. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
319!
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one. Deep right. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Watch it.
Now Lauletta on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Lauletta. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Zoom, zoom.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. No. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Lauletta. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out with a ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on third down, Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Desperation time on fourth down for Lauletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a first and 10 at the 15.
3-19. Gun!
From the red zone now, Lauletta. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To the air yet again, Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out here in the I. They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Lauletta, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. Give him 30 yards there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He does it again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers continue to roll. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, where y'all going?
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Let's go. Strong right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Lauletta, fresh off the pick six. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A handoff to Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Giants on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And this one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
That's fine, yeah.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers.
And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.